Seagull Net, calling the Seagull Net. This is W1URS, your net control for tonight's net. My name is Dennis, and I'm located in Bangor, Maine. This is a net meets every day at 4:30 p.m. in the winter, 5 p.m. summertime, Monday through Saturday on 3940. Or it's plus or minus QOM, or static noise, or whatever that would bother us. This is a directed net. Any emergency or priority traffic? I'll now take check-ins with traffic only.
W1TGG.
Okay, got W1TGG. Are there others? Oh, nothing heard. Now I'll take check-ins for short time.
KC1AIH short time. N1PP.
Was that KC1? I forgot your call, Marion.
Kilowatt Charlie 1, Alpha India Hotel, KC1AIH.
Okay, and then one. Are there others?
AC1KO, Matt in Wyndham.
C1KO, Matt. Very good, got you down. Are there others? That's a short time or regular? Short time.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, now I'll take the regulars, but spread them out, please. W1HHU. K1ESE.
KA1SG.
This is K1NIT.
K1VOR.
This is K1E2D, Dennis.
W8SAM.
This is
W1VLU.
This is WA1DXM.
This is W1TGG.
W1KS. Wow, that was a mess up. K1GUP, W1HHU, K1ESC, K1NIT, K1VOR, K1E2G, W8SAM, K1VLU, WA1BXN. I think it was a W1TPP and W1KX. Other others.
W1TGG it was.
Okay, that's three of you right in there. I got Sugar Golf. What are the other two? Alpha, Mike, Victor.
Yeah, and I was just clarifying that was our Whiskey 1 Tango Golf that you had over there previously.
One Tango Golf. Let me change that.
EQD, Dennis.
Roger, I did, Daryl.
No noise here.
Oh, very good. I got K1SG, and there was a couple others in there that domed with him. Can I get your call, please?
Alpha Mike Victor.
I got K1 AMV. Any others to check in?
K1 MPM.
Okay, got K1 MPM. Are there others?
Did you get W8SAM?
Affirmative, I have you, Sam.
Okay, thanks.
This is WA1 with the, Seagull Net, looking for further testing.
KB1 OJW, Kilo Bravo 1, Oscar Juliet 6.
Okay, got KB1 OJH.
OJW.
Okay, OJW. Are there any others? wasn't heard. W1TGG. You want to pass me your traffic?
You want to do the short times first?
Yeah, let me do the short times first. Miriam, go ahead with your comments and show standby.
No, KC1AIH. Cold as the devil up here. The wind's blowing left and right. I've been watching my vertical antenna with a certain amount of fear, and hopefully it doesn't blow down. That, and I'm in the middle of a project rebuilding building up a new control computer. That and my dinner just came off. I made a shepherd's pie today. This seemed like a day for that kind of thing. Comfort food. So I'll see everybody tomorrow. KC1AIH back to that.
Yeah, KC1AIH. WA1URS. Very good, Miriam. Sounds like you had a good day. Sounds like you got a good meal coming up tonight that you made. Very good. Phil, N1EP, you're up, and then I'll take Steve's message.
Yeah, WA1URS, N1EP. Well, afternoon, Dennis, all aboard. I got another commitment with a granddaughter here, so I figure I better get in and out of here. So everybody have a great weekend coming up. 7-3, N1EP.
N1EP, WA1URS, signal that. Very good. Have a good weekend coming up, Phil, and have fun with the granddaughter. KB1TC, WA1URS, ready for your message.
WA1URS, ready to copy?
Roger.
Okay, this is another one of those Mars messages. It's in standard radiogram format, but a lot of extra stuff in it. Anyway, please copy number 1. Routine, HX Charlie, Whiskey 2, Tango, Foxtrot, Mike, 3-1, Wayne, New Jersey, that's WAYNE, New Jersey, Mars, that's MARS, 2113 Zulu, January 28. Going to Bradley Nuding, Nuding, Penobscot County, EMA, figures 9 or 7, Hammond Street, Bangor, Maine, zip figures 04401, telephone figures 207 945 4750, and the email is bnuding, that's Bravo Nuding, @ Penobscot county.net. Initials, Mike Alpha Romeo Sierra, Interop, INTEROP, message, mixed group, 2021-0128-2119er, Zulu. Break. Please provide the distance to the closest level figure 1 trauma center and reply via email to
the address above and to Ron, it's Romeo Oscar November, @ Ron Tomo. That's Romeo Oscar November Tango Oscar Mike Oscar .org. X-ray. Yeah, boy. This is an exercise. Break. Cover. I spell Charlie Alpha Romeo Victor Echo Romeo Washburn WASHBURN. Initials Romeo Delta Region Figure 2 Army Mars and the email address is Charlie Lima Whiskey Alpha Sierra Hotel Bravo Uniform Romeo November at CL Washburn @ Verizon.net. Temperature call Whiskey 2 Tango Foxtrot Mike / mixed group 20102821119er Zulu. And the traffic, how'd you do?
Yeah, I need a couple of fills. I need, let's see, between Ron at rontomo.org and this
@rontomo.org X-ray. This is an exercise.
Okay, was there anything after exercise?
Nothing after exercise.
Roger, your message number 1.
Okay, thank you very much for participating. KV1TG, back to that.
Oh, yeah, that's good. I am the net. Very good. Thanks for the graphic, Steve, and have a very good evening. Are you got some comments for the net?
Let's see. Gosh, nothing much. I think there's going to be 2 or 3 more of these. We'll probably send them to you by WinLink, but they'll be sort of the same sort of thing. So it's Bradley's week in the barrel for Army Mars. And that's it from here. KV1TG.
Okay, Steve, very good. Yeah, that's a little different than the normal messages we handle, so it's good to practice that. Very good evening to you. Have a good week. And this is WA1US with the Seagull out looking for further check-ins.
Yeah, what are you doing here? Yeah, W1RKK.
Okay, W1RKK. K1GUP, you gotta leave, Jerry?
Yes, please.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, real short. You got folks waiting, so nope, nothing to report. We were in Bangor today and did things and picked up groceries, etc. So that's it. Gotta get supper. K1GU.
Yeah, very good, Jerry. Yeah, have a good supper and have a good upcoming weekend. See you later. Thanks for checking in. KC1KO, you're up, Matt, and W1HHU standby.
Yeah, that's Alpha Charlie, 1 Kilo Oscar, AC1KO. Matt here, yep. I'm I'm a new ham. I just wanted to introduce myself, and I tried to last night, but my brand new Heil Pro 7 IC headset apparently failed. Phil N1EP helped me troubleshoot that this morning, so I'm back on the hand mic waiting for a replacement. I just wanted to say hello to everyone and been listening to that for a little bit. Thought I'd chime in. So with that, I'll send it back to Nat. Alpha Charlie 1 Kilo Oscar.
Alpha Charlie 1 Kilo Oscar. WA1 US and the Seagull net. Very good, Matt. Glad to have you aboard on the net, and your signal's sounding good tonight. I wasn't here last night. I spent the day up in Breslau and got back about 6 o'clock last night. Did get my first round of COVID-19 shot, so up there in Breslau. And the wife was scheduled for tomorrow here in Bangor, and while we were up there, they asked her, well, would you like to have it today? And she got hers right up there. So that was very nice of them. So now we got to go back in 3 weeks, the 18th of February, and have our second one. Very good afternoon to you, Matt, and have a good weekend. And W1HHU, you're up, and then we'll have a call-up.
Yeah, W1TGG and the Seagull net. W1HHU in Sarasota. Operating remote through FMA. And everything's coming through quite well. And it's coming through just fine. Nice signal sound. Good. Real good. And this morning it was 5-6. It was 6-7. And I was just talking to a friend of mine in New Hampshire on 20 years, and he had 5 degrees 20 instead of about 20 right now. And he said when he took the dog out to be drained, the dog didn't like it very well and wanted to go right back in the house. So that's quite cool. So anyway, no news down here. My arm isn't sore anymore. Neither is my wife from getting our first COVID shot. So now we have to wait for the 22nd of February to get the second one. So that's all the news from Arizona. Also nice to have a chance to sign in written there. WA1URS, thanks, Steve. It's W1HHU, Arizona, Florida.
Yeah, W1HHU. Very good, Dave. I got most of that. You're down a little bit. The noise is quite high tonight. We did get 1 inch of snow this morning, and 21 degrees. I think the high was 23. So have a good weekend what's coming up. Thanks for checking in tonight. Have a good evening. This is WA1URS with the Seagull looking for further check-ins.
This is NT1N, no traffic. Good evening.
And this is N1MHC, now in sunny East Blue Bay, no traffic.
N1IEJ and K1NI. That recognizes N1MHC, N1IEJ, and K1NI. Are there others?
NT1N.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bill. I had you there. I forgot you. Yeah, I have you right there. Just before N1MHC. Yeah, this is WA1URS looking for further check-in.
Did you call N1MHC?
Yeah, was that N1MHC?
Yeah, Roger. Did you call me or did you put me on the list?
I'll just write you down on the list. Down there with you in a few minutes now. Are there further check-ins for the net? Yeah, nothing heard. K1ESC, you're up, John, and Bill, NIT, stand by.
Hi, Dennis. Good evening, everyone. It was cold out. You all already know that. I had a Zoom meeting this morning, and we made a pizza for lunch and ate half of it then, and we'll snack away on it for dinner. So, and that is as exciting as it gets. I did get in the car and go get the mail at the post office, but I fed the birds even, but I sure didn't want to stay up there very long. So that's all I know. I'll probably try a little bit of the 160 contest, which starts up in, I believe, 7 or 8 minutes. So catch y'all later. WA1URS 73, K1ESE.
K1ESC, WA1URS, well, very good. Having fun in the contest. Matt, have a good weekend coming up. K1NIT, you're up, and Sunny, stand by.
Okay, good evening, K1NIT. Well, basically, I'll say what doesn't need to be said, but I'll say it anyway. It's cold. It's 17 degrees here in River City, down from 18 for a high, and it's supposed to go down in the single numbers tonight. Interesting thing happened last night. I took a piece of traffic for Farmingdale, and when I saw the name, I wondered if it was the person I knew, and sure enough, it was. He used to be one of the town selectmen here. I never even knew he was interested in AM radio. So good to have him aboard. That's it. Hope everybody has a good weekend. K1NIT.
Yeah, K1NIT and the Seagull net, WA1URS. Yeah, very good, Bill. Well, that's good. Yeah, I've had a few new hams with passing messages that I've collected. So, yeah, the some that have been inactive, and talk to them again that I hadn't seen or talked with in a long time. Have a good weekend. See you next week, probably. K1VOR, you're up, Sonny, and then we'll take a call up.
Okay, Dennis. K1VOR. Well, by golly, it's getting cold. It's down to 11 degrees. And I think maybe we may hit below zero tonight. Got about 5 inches of snow last night. That kind of surprised me. We were only supposed to get an inch or two. But, oh well, huh? Not much going on. Just get out and into town today and get a fish burger at McDonald's. That was my treat for the day. Other than that, not much going on, Dennis. And you get your virus shot. I got mine Wednesday. I get my second one the 17th. I think you said the 18th. Back to you, K1VOR.
K1VOR, WA1URS. Very good, Sonny. Yep, we were up there. The wife's friend of ours got the wife scheduled first for Saturday here in Bangor, tomorrow, and she couldn't get me into Bangor, so she looked around. She tried I could either go to Pascal or Ellsworth, and Ellsworth was about a week away, so I decided to go to Pascal. And we got up there, and I had my confirmation that wife was already registered for Bangor. So they said, well, since you're already registered, you can get it right here today, and we can cancel your appointment in Bangor, and then you won't have to go back and forth, and you both be done on the same day. So she said, okay. So I looked her up on the computer and shot her anyway. So we were both taken care of right there. Very nice setup they have up there. Took us probably about 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes most. Had to sit for 15 minutes after we had the shots, but nice. They're doing it in the Wellness Center at the Northern Maine Community College. And they have it very set up. It's very pleasant. People are friendly and enjoyed it. There was a couple behind us from Ellsworth, so you can see what's going on. No matter where it's at in the state, you can go there and get a shot. So, very good afternoon to you, Sonny. This is WA1US with the Seagull net, looking for the further check. Okay, what did you guys? Thank you. One KDI, got you, George. Are there others? Nothing heard. K1EQD, you're up, and Sam stand by. WA1URS, K1EQD. Hey, good afternoon to everyone. Not too bad a day here, overcast all day, but there was a spell there that there was some bright spots you could see in the clouds around noontime. And we had between 2 and 3 inches of real light snow. And I said, well, I might have so light, I scoop it with my own scoop there, so I did at least half of it. I said, well, wait on that, the wind will probably come up and blow it off. And I looked out the window, kitchen window there, about 2 o'clock, and it was all clouds, so yeah, I must have been dozing there. Of course, I had the radio on there, and probably wouldn't hear him, but anyway, he doesn't have those central exhaust systems there like my grandson had on one of his. My God, they were loud. Anyway, I saw him go up the hill here. Holy cow, hurt ears. So what else? I didn't get the old tracks out of the barn here and there. That's right there. Telephone office up. So what all I'm getting is requests for funding for different things. And they just would do what they have. Some of them, but my daughter said I couldn't do them all because I'd go broke. So, yeah, let's see. I guess that's about the story here. Temperature, I can't remember what it was this morning. I think it was around 10 or 12, but it was 15. I think that's the highest I've seen it there. And not much of a breeze, 2-3 miles an hour, which you notice it. When it's down below the freezing now. So I hope everyone has a real good weekend and going out on the ice and check it out real good before you go, because it's kind of insulated with this crusty snow on top there. Won't freeze a bit there. But by the end of I might son-in-law was into Hay Lake here and sitting there in the Matagamma, and then place he goes, quite a bit of ice there, I guess. But Dennis, this is K1EQD Pop. Yeah, K1EQD Pop. This is WA1US with the Seagull net. Very good, Daryl. Thank you for stopping by this afternoon and enjoy the snow. We went up in a snowstorm and I guess it was just a little past Fulton when I stopped. But it wasn't very heavy and very little on the roads. The plows were out salting and doing whatever they were doing, and it wasn't bad at all. Even though it had much snowing, so very good evening to you, Daryl. Good day to Sam and Blake standby. Good afternoon all. W8SAM in Belfast. Clearing skies towards the west. It was cloudy most of the day. Our high was only 25. And we had a little bit of snow there late morning. All of a sudden, it was like a little squall went through just to blow things around. It's going to be a cold night, so I'm loving my wood stove. And Friday night's pizza night in Belfast. So, in for the count, listening to people's comments. Have a good night, all. W8SAM. W8SAM. WA1US. Very good, Sam. Sounds like you had a good day also. Have a good weekend coming up, and good night what's left of it. K1VLU, Blaine, you're up, and Dave, stand by, and then we'll take a call up. WA1URS.
K1URS and the Seagull at W1TGG. Okay, Dennis, good to hear you. Nice to hear everybody. It was 33 degrees when I came out here, but on the outside tomorrow, but I think the sun was probably hitting it a little bit. The sun was out. It's now 17, so headed in the wrong direction, but I guess that's all right. Well, like you did, Dennis, we had an appointment, get down to Food Bay, YMCA, and got our shot. Carol and I both did. Very, very professional, efficient, pleasant operation. I mean, it was done exceptionally well. So we're proud of that. We're proud of how they're doing, the volunteers that did their work down there. And on top of that, the town of Jefferson has a new committee to revitalize the place. They put some flowers out this summer and so forth. And by gosh, now they have 10 or 12 weeks of meals prepared from 1 to 3 on Friday. And you go up and it's $6 a meal. And it's tonight, I think it's pot roast with all the fixings and so forth and so on. So we went up and grabbed a couple of those. And in this noontime, or this morning before I left for the shot, I was the recipient of a gift, which I didn't expect to be a gift, but it turned out to be a gift of a gallon of scallops. So when we get home from the shot to pick it up our supper, Carol wrapped some in scallops and bacon, and we had those for lunch. So I gosh, they were something good. So we got a gallon of scallops to have a few nights of eating them and then freeze the rest of them. But we got a nice big gallon of brand new fresh scallops to go through, so that's great. So that's about it from here. And Ernie, you were right. That's a very, very, very pleasant experience down there. Very, very professionally run. There's no question about it. So that's about it from here. I got another note here that I was going to talk on, but I can't read my own writing, so that's enough to be yakking out of this station anyway. WA1URS and the Seagull let everybody be safe. Have a good weekend. W1VLU.
Okay, Blaine, very good. K1VLU and the Seagull at WA1URS, very good. Yeah, they're operating very well and moving people in and out of there. I couldn't believe the amount of people that were going through there. Just like butter on bread, I guess. So, very good. Have a good weekend, and we'll talk to you next week. WA1BXM, you're up, Dave, and then we'll have a call up.
Thanks, Dennis. WA1URS on the Seagull, WA1BXM. Evening to everyone on frequency tonight. Weather here in southern New Hampshire, just like everywhere else, I think. Windy and fairly cold. Temperature just dropped here down to 14 degrees. But the weekend's coming up, and it looks like it'll be indoor projects mostly. So that's not too bad. Thanks for letting me in, Dennis. Talk to you later. WA1URS, WA1BXM.
Yeah, WA1BXM and Seagull Nut, WA1URS. Very good, Dave. Have a good weekend, a good night, what's left of it. And maybe we'll catch you next weekend. Next week, or next Friday anyways, when I'm nice and cold. So this is WA1URS with the Seagull Nut looking for further catching. Yeah, nothing heard. W1TGG, you're up, Tim, and Bill, stand by.
Yeah, good evening. Happy Friday to everybody. I'm looking forward to starting Winter Field Day tomorrow. I'm surprised nobody else mentioned it. Well, maybe I'm not surprised, but I guess it's not really much. Probably Winter Field Day is probably not all that as big of a deal as Summer Field Day, because I'm a new ham myself, so I really don't know much about it. But I figured I'd give it a whirl this weekend, see what it's all about. I'll be operating from home, but that's okay. It's the temperatures outside. I just soon sit in my shack inside and be nice and warm anyway. With that, I don't have much else to report. We'll turn it back over to you. Thanks for running the net. W1TGG.
Yeah, W1TGG, Seagull Net, WA1URS. Very good, Tim. Have a good weekend, and we'll talk to you later. W1TGG, you're up, Bill, and Norm standby.
Hi, Dennis. Everybody else on the map? Well, for anyone that's doing a winter field day outside this weekend, I think it'll make them appreciate regular field day in June even more. It's going to be rugged, isn't it? It's snow here, but so far it's on the third day in a row. All blew off, so I didn't have to spend time in the driveway like the last 2 days, so I'm happy. Hope everyone has a good weekend, W1TGG.
Yeah, W1TGG, yeah. Woke up this morning and it was snowing. Don't think the weatherman mentioned that. So, that was the same way yesterday. I don't remember them saying anything about snow, but we had some on the way up Frisco. So, very good evening to you, Bill, and have a good weekend. And we'll probably catch you on the Maine Public Service Net Sunday morning. This is the Maine Public Service Net. Looking for further check-ins. Yeah, nothing heard. KA1SG, you're up, Norm, and K1AMV standby.
W1URS and the Seagull from KA1SG. Good evening, Dennis and everybody. Not too much to report here. Cold here this morning, about 4 degrees above, and back down to about 9 now. Not too much to report. A day of some small successes and some setbacks. I thought I had my slow DSL problem fixed, but it's back today, so they have more work to do. I did find the loose ground wire, which was causing some hum whenever I keyed the amplifier. Solved that problem, so that feels good. I am on a different mic this evening, checking out this Seagull headset. So if anybody cares to comment on how it sounds compared to what I usually sound like, boy, that would be welcome. That's it, Dennis. Thanks a lot. Have a good weekend. W1URS in the group, K1SG.
Yeah, KA1SG in the group, WA1URS. Very good evening to you, Norm. Thanks for stopping by. And yeah, right now I got 20 degrees and a wind chill of 14, so I wouldn't have to want to stand outside very long or sitting up in a tent offering a radio at that temperature. So I guess I probably won't be involved in the winter field day. So have a good evening and weekend coming up. K1AMV, you're up, Dick, and Pete standby.
Good evening. This is Kilo 1 Alpha Mike Victor, Dick on iPhone. And it's a windy, cold day. The wind out of the northeast or something like that, and it's blowing right across the front of the property. And we gave our poor little ducks an extra helping tonight. You know, the problem with them is you get a kind of an unfair triggers when you don't have to wear masks, social distancing and all of that. But we take care of it. So we'll worry about it. In any event, 73 Dennis to you and all the Seagulls, Kilo 1 Alpha Mike Victor, which was an evening on cold and windy out all day.
Yeah, very good, Dick. Have a good evening, and yeah, it's not too bad right now. We've got about 5 miles per hour in front of the west-northwest. But it's still making the wind chill really cold. So have a good evening and a good weekend upcoming. K1MPM, you're up, Pete, and David standby.
Yeah, hi, Dennis. See, you're moving it right along here. I always think about what it might be like to be a net control at my age. I took a short term back when I was in high school at net controlling a Seagull, but man, that first call up was amazing, and you managed it. So keep up the good work. And it seems to be a trend here that people are talking about, cold and windy, and certainly it wouldn't have been a good day to spend a lot of time, out in the middle of the lake trying to catch fish or anything like that. But It's a reminder that there's good news, too, because I just looked at the heating degree days for Portland, which is the nearest station to where I am. And we're 17% off on heating degree days as of yesterday. And this is and the snowfall amounts here have been, very, very, off from norm. So it's been a good winter, a mild winter when it comes to labor in the cleaning up around the driveway and walkways. The heating bills are trending in our direction, very, very mild. And that's not a new trend. That's been true ever since July 1st, when they start measuring heating degree days. So that's the good news. I don't always bring the good news, but it's my pleasure to do it tonight. And Norm, you sound, the band is going. It's a fast fading, but you sound just like you always do. Very good. Thanks, Dennis. Have a good weekend. K1MPM.
Yeah, I can see K1MPM and the Seagull, not WA1URL. Yeah, very good. I'm sure the winter is almost over. I think we got a little over 50 days till spring. And so it's going by fast. I know the weeks are going by. January went by fast. That's almost over. So, very good. Have a good evening, Pete, and we'll talk to you later, Dan. And KB1OJW, David, you're up, and then we'll take a call it.
KB1OJW, thank you. I am a brand new ham, and I have a little bit of mic break, so I'm going to keep this short. Thanks for coming back to me, and for my call, giving me a chance to be on the air. This is something that I thought. Over.
Okay, David, very good. Well, join right in with us. We're here every night, Monday through Saturday at 4:30. This net's been on since the 1950s. The only night we are not on the air is Sunday. And there's a few more nets that run around here. There's the Maine Public Service net on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. local time. And a couple CW nets. I don't know if you do CW or not, but very good. Glad to meet your acquaintance, and hopefully you'll check back in again. I'm Net Control here just on Friday nights. We have a different control station every night of the week. So, 7-3. Have a good evening. WA1US, looking for further check-ins.
This WA1REQ. This is WA1JFX.
I recognize WA1REQ, Mike, good evening, and WA1JFX, Russ, good evening. Are there any others to check in? I haven't heard. W1RKK, you're up, Dick, and Bill, and T1M, stand by.
Okay, well, good evening, Dennis and the Seagull. This is W1RKK. And like others, in Powell here this morning, it was 8 above, and I finally got around to cleaning the driveway the second time this week, and it's an interesting study. At what point does it make more sense to fire up the snow blower, engine, and get that thing out of the shed and up the hill versus using the man-powered snow shovel? Today, I used the snow shovel approach because it really there was like an inch of flop that I didn't get to yesterday, but I figured I better do it today. So I did. It was good exercise. Bit brisk, but and fed the birds. And then today's the other big day in Como. It's garbage day, and so I had to prepare a landing spot that was clear of snow for the garbage. Took care of that. And the final good news thing of the day, like Pete says, to bring more good news. The garbage people successfully returned the garbage containers, the recycle containers, on the driveway. And occasionally they lose control and it goes into the woods. And after there's a crust on the snow, it can go quite a ways down that route. So I've had to chase those containers quite a distance. They turn into little mini sleds. But fortunately, that didn't happen. Anyway, that's all the news from Collins. Back to that W1RKK.
Yeah, W1RKK. Seagull net, W1URF. Yeah, very good, Dick. Yeah, our garbage can was picked up today, too. I don't know if the city bought them or the company that picks up the garbage bought them, but we got 90-gallon trash cans. They're made of real hard rubber, and we set them outside the road, and the guy comes by in a big truck with a mechanical arm, picks it up, dumps it into the truck, sets it back down on the ground, and off he goes. And, works just great. One guy in the truck instead of four. There used to be the driver and three guys out back dumping trash cans. I don't know how many miles a day they walk, but it must have been quite a few here in the Bangor area. And I don't know how many trucks they have, but it's a big company. But makes it a lot easier that way. I just put it outside the road, the arm comes up and got a couple of claws on either side to come around, grab it, pick it up, and dump it, set it back on the ground. Very good, Dick. Have a good evening, and we'll talk to you next week. NT1N, Bill, you're up, and then Al, stand by.
Okay, yeah, good evening, Dennis, and all who've checked into the Seagull net, and all who have not checked in but are listening. NT1N, Bill and Winthrop, WA1URS and the Seagull net, Bill and Winthrop. It's currently 18 degrees, 29.94 on the barometer, and rising up, trending upward anyway. We had sun this afternoon, kind of overcast this morning, but no snow. We're expecting 1 to 3 tonight, I guess. Got both wood stoves cranking here because it's like others have reported, it's very cool. I want to welcome the new hams that have checked in tonight. Ace Alpha Charlie 1 Kilo Oscar, Matt, W1TGG, didn't get the handle there, and KB10JW, David. Welcome aboard, and hope you'll check in frequently in the future. Let's see, 11 degrees this morning, kind of cool, yeah, as everyone has reported. High of 21 degrees approximately. That's about, KA1FCE, FG, Norm. The new mic sounds good, but it's a little bit, not quite as full-bodied as I recall your signal, Norm. A little bit more restricted, but very good readability, good communications audio, I would say. That's about it from here. The contest this weekend, 160-meter CQ 160-meter contest, three other ones, and Winter Field Day has already been mentioned. So that's it from here. 7-3 all around from NT1N. Over.
Yeah, NT1N, Seagull net, WA1URF. Very good, Bill. Sounds like you're going to have fun this weekend. I used to work a few contests once in a while, but it wasn't much my cup of tea. I got hoarse about an hour into it and would have to quit talking, so I suppose if you had one of those voice boxes you could put on and do all the CQing in that, it would work for you. So, very good evening to you, Bill. Have a good weekend. N1MHC, WA1URS, you're up, pal.
Hey, thank you. Nice signals tonight. Thank you. Had a wonderful morning. Started off with the New England Weather Net and continued on to the CW Intercoastal Waterway Net with a bunch of guys from Texas and Virginia and all the way up to New Jersey. That's always a fun thing from 7:15 to 7:45. And then I got picked who was a new neighbor of mine, and I found out he's driving all the way to Damascus to YMCA so we can play tennis. He's got a brother who has a ham. So we got talking. Time was so fast that we had to continue the conversation on the way back home. So maybe we've got him hooked into amateur radio, so we'll come on over in a couple of days and see what we have over here in East Blue Bay. The tennis day was wonderful. We had 5 people. I had a clinic. I teach tennis at the Damascus Y, and that lasted, 9:30 to 11. We did get home at 12, so wonderful day on the court, and enjoyed that very much. And then, of course, I got to have my power nap. That's how I keep going. So see you all later, and we got hot vegetable soup for supper, so I'm smelling it from here. So see you later, WA1URS, N1MHC, over.
Yeah, N1MHC and the Seagull net, WA1URS. Very good, Al. Sounds like you had a busy and fun day. And playing tennis. I hope you didn't play that in the snow. You must have been inside. An indoor tennis court. But it would have been fun outside, I think. Don't know if the balls would have bounced too much, but a very good evening to you all. Have a good weekend. We'll catch you later. N1IEJ, you're up, Alan, then we'll take a call.
Okay, very good, Dennis. N1IEJ. Yeah, good evening to all. I just have to comment about what Dick said. General family doctors, chiropractors, any of the spinal surgeons and cardiologists have never described snow shoveling as being a good exercise. But anyway, I've been a practitioner of the snow shovel since I was a child, but I wouldn't say it's good exercise either. Anyhow, we all have to do it, but at some point, I try to minimize the shovel work nowadays. Let's see. I noticed that good thing Russ checked in, because I see that the barbs are well represented with Blaine and Ernie there. So anyway, and there was some talk about emergency type things. I got a communication. Lincoln County EMA has the Emergency Preparedness Fair. That's coming up on September 21st. I know it's way in the future, but I attended the one in 2019, and a lot of good information there. So that's down here in Waldoboro. If anybody is looking in September to join or just see what's going on there. So 7-3 all, N1IEJ.
Yeah, N1IEJ and the Seagull net, WA1URS. Very good, Al. Sounds like you had a busy day. And the Mars, Amy Mars has been doing a lot of this here lately, sending messages and compartments from the Mars messagegram over to the ham radio, and sending them out to all the county EMA directors. And I guess it's my week to pick them up for the Penobscot County EMA, since it's right here in Bangor. So, very good evening to you, Alan. Have a good weekend. This is WA1URS with the Maine Seagull net, looking for further check-ins.
Kilo 1, Papa November.
This is KY1C, no traffic. Good evening. I recognize K1PM and KY1C. Be down to you shortly. K1NI, Ernie, you're up, and George, stand by. Good evening, Dennis, and all the Seagulls, and all of Lincoln County, because it is Lincoln County stations are on tonight. Good to hear everyone in. Especially the new people, new calls checking in. So it's nice to have some new people joining us. It's been It's been a really good day. It got up to 24 degrees when a little walk in the woods was just fine. I've been playing a little more ham radio. 15 meters was open somewhat today to the east and to the west and to the south. I often monitor the WWV 25 megahertz transmissions to give me some indication of how the upper frequencies are going, and it was good. This kind of weather is good for ham radio, I would think. Good chance for people to be on the air more. And those who might be interested, there was some good propagation reports on the upcoming solar cycle on the ARRL site. It looks quite favorable for us towards 2025. Things will be improving. So have lots of fun. Good evening to all. K1NI. Yeah, K1NI. Very good, Ernie. Yeah, it does. Very good evening to you, and have a good weekend. K1GDI, you're up, George, and Mike, stand by.
Well, okay. Again, quick word with Paul, KY1C, while he's there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Paul. Hi, George. Yeah, I think I sent you an email. The guy down in Wells was selling a solar panel, and I wanted to make sure he didn't sell it, and I thought maybe perhaps you could pick it up for me, but I made arrangements. I'm all set. So if you get this cryptic message about the solar, it's one of those flexible solar panels I want to use on my boat, but it's taken care of. Okay.
Yeah, I got the message. I was waiting. You said you were going to contact him soon after I got the message. I assumed, and I was waiting for you to let me know if you needed me to help. But glad you got it set up, and thanks, Dennis, for letting him in. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, okay, very good. Listen, hey, I got more information that virtual hemp that some guys might know about. I just caught the tail end of that. And, hey, listen, I'm still on my heat pump. I think tonight will be one of the tests. So far, she's just working like a champion. I've had no problems. Of course, my electric bill is climbing, but it's not bad. So I have to if I get through the 1st of March, I will have done 1 year on my heat pump alone. One heat pump, I only earn 900 square feet. But I would like to report to the net at the end of February, give us some indications. A lot of misinformation about heat pumps and what they do or don't do, but I'm certainly a believer. So with that, good evening to all. K1GDI.
K1GDI, WA1 URS. Very good, George. Have a good evening and good weekend coming up. WA1 REQ, you're up, Mike, and Russ, stand by.
WA1 URS and the Matt, WA1 REQ. Very good, Dennis. I didn't do a whole lot today. Had to get out one time, take a trip over to Walmart and back about a mile away. And got a moved real quickly from the house to the car. Got the car started and warmed up. Yeah, and I guess tomorrow's going to be even a little bit colder. So anyway, good evening all, 7-3, and talk to you all again soon. WA1 URS, WA1 REQ.
WA1 REQ and the Seagull net, WA1 URS. Very good, Mike. Yeah, I didn't do much of anything. Put the garbage out, brought the garbage can back in, shoveled the stuff off, and stayed in the house most of the day. So, very good. You had a nice trip to Walmart, I think, and have a good evening and good weekend. WA1 JFX, you're up, Russ, and then we'll take a call up.
WA1 URS in the Maine Seagull net. This is WA1 JFX Waldeboro. Evening, Dennis. Good net. Good signals all the way around tonight. That's for sure. Yeah, good to hear my fellow neighbors here in Lincoln County here on the air again tonight. I was a little late there. I had company today. The family come over and made a good day of it. Did go up there, and I noticed that weather was just low enough, so it reminded me that
it is still Maine, and just that wind chill factor. By God, it's been a little while since with the low temps that experienced there. Every now and then, my shirt tail will ride up when I jump into the cab, and my shirt tail will ride up against that cold feet, and I'll say, "Oh my goodness, am I going to live through this?" And I have to put my mind to it and tell myself that it's only temporary. Oh, goodness gracious. It's wonderful being native of Maine here, that's for sure. And everybody take care. We'll catch you later down the log. And back to you, Dennis. WA1JFX Waldeboro. Yeah, WA1JFX in Waldeboro. This is WA1URS with the Seagull and Maine Seagull Net. Have a good evening, Russ. Thanks for stopping by. And we'll catch you next week. This is WA1URS with the Maine Seagull Net. Looking for further check-ins. K1DBT. I got K1DBT. Victor Tango. Very, very tired. Okay, that was K1 Victor Tango. Okay, we'll be back to you shortly. K1PN, you're up, and I think the name is Rex. I don't think I've talked to you before. And Paul, stand by.
Yeah, Roger. K1PN here. And I barely checked in, but I was out here in the shack. We've been organizing the shack rebuilding things, and decided to jump in there today. So, I ripped the shack completely apart, all these boat anchors, all other stuff, and trying to put it all back together a lot neater. So anyway, Norm in there, I haven't talked to Norm for a while. I hope he's doing well. Norm, I was on 220 the other day, and I was hoping to hear you in there, but maybe you've been busy. So anyway, that's all I got to report. I want to stay warm. Have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for letting me in here. And all take care. That's Kilo 1 Papa November, 7-3.
Yeah, Kilo 1 Papa November. And do you go by Rex?
Yeah, Roger. Rex. Romeo Echo X-ray.
Okay, thank you, Rex. Thanks for stopping by tonight. Come back and see us again. I'm at control every Friday night, so I took over from Bobby, W1JX, and she ran it on Friday nights for 30-something years, so I don't plan on doing it for that long, but I did do it back in the 80s and 90s, so I don't know if I did it in the 2000s or not, but that's okay. Have a good evening, good weekend coming up. KY13, Paul, you're up, and I stand by.
Well, good evening, Dennis, and good evening all. Good to hear everybody on. Don't have a whole lot to say this evening. I've only been on for a few minutes here, so I haven't heard most of that. Just wanted to stop in, say hello, and put in a little plug to the Maine Public Service Net on Sunday morning, 9 a.m., right about this frequency or a little above. It's cold over here, as it is most everywhere, I guess. 9 degrees this morning, and it warmed up to almost 20 this afternoon, so there you have it. Hope everybody has a good evening. Stay warm. Take care. Back to you, KY1C.
Yeah, KY1C and the Seagull Net, the first WA1URS. Very good, Paul. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good upcoming weekend, and we'll probably catch you on the Maine Public Service Net on Sunday morning. K1GVT, Art, you're up, and then we'll take the final call up.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. It's listen, a cold, windy day up there on the hill today. A couple inches of snow. To make a run down to Ralston, get one of those virus shots today for the wife. And the traffic was real slow, and what looked like black road was black ice in between the snow.
It's a nice day otherwise, all. But one of my grandsons went up and plowed my driveway for me. It's real handy to have a snow those around. And very good at hearing everybody on his night. Back for that. VVT. Yeah, K1PVT, WA1URF. Very good. All right. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully we'll see you on more often. Enjoy. You made the 30th check-in, so 31 count. That's tonight. That's good. Glad to see a lot of people here in the New England area and the Maine area checking into this net. So, have a good evening, Art, and have a good weekend coming up. This is WA1URS with the Maine Seagull net looking for final check-in.
KB1UET for the Seagull net.
N1 and X. N1, these things, check it. Okay, I got a KB1, but I didn't get the last three letters, and N1MA, and then there were several that doubled.
Kilo Bravo 1 Uniform Echo Tango.
Kilo Delta 4 Echo Alpha Quebec. Okay, was that a W4 Echo Alpha Quebec? Negative. Kilo Delta 4 Echo Alpha Quebec, Virginia. Okay, Kilo Delta 4 Tango Alpha Quebec, is that correct? Negative on the Tango. Echo Ecuador Alpha Quebec. Okay, good at that time. Kilo Delta 4 Echo Alpha Quebec. I'll be right down to you. Are there any others to check in? Okay. KB1UET, you're up, and N1MA, stand by.
WA1URF, KB1UET, nothing much to report down here. It's been a cold, blustery all day. We got 3 or 4 inches of snow last night. The first real snow we've got this year, but February is usually our snow month. And that's about all I got to report. I just want to say hello to everybody, Brad, you, and just everybody. Everybody's on there. So degrees all around, KB1UET is clear. Hello, hello.
Okay, KB1UET, very good, Blair. Thanks for stopping by, and have a good weekend. N1MA, you're up, Mike, and KD4EAQ, stand by.
N1MA, just wanted to say hi to everybody tonight. Hope everybody's keeping warm. Took the dog for a walk today a couple times, 3 times. I don't want to wear my face mask when I go out. The wind's coming up off the water and it's cold out. Well, hope everybody has a good day. N1MA.
Yeah, N1MA, very good. Thanks, Mike, for checking in. Yeah, it's been cold. It's down to 19 degrees here, 7 miles per hour out of the east-northeast with a 10-degree wind chill. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend. KD4EAQ, you're up, and give me your name and location.
His name is John Elliott, Oscar Hotel, November. I'm in the city of Hampton, Hotel Alpha Mike, Papa Tango, Oscar, November, Hampton, Virginia, which is on the lower end of the Chesapeake Bay. Just wanted to check in. I wish everybody a good afternoon. And this is KD4EAQ, Virginia. Back to you next.
Yeah, KD4EAQ, WA1URF. Yeah, very good afternoon to you, John. Very good. Usually we have Ralph check in from Pennsylvania, but we did have a gentleman, W1TGG, check in from Florida via remote. And so you got a good signal up here. You're about a 5 and 8 to me up here in Bangor, Maine. Handle here is Dennis, and we run the net on Friday night. So have a good weekend, John. Glad to be able to talk to you. Break with you. This is WA1US with the Maine Seagull net. Looking for further check-ins.
November 1, Mike Lima, Foxtrot.
Yeah, November 1, Mike Lima, Foxtrot.
Well, good afternoon, Dennis. Good afternoon to all the Seagulls and anybody else listening out there. It's been a long time since I checked in, but I thought I'd put a bean in your pot from down East Maine. I'm down near Lubeck. Actually, Blair, who checked in just a few moments ago, he's, I don't know, a few miles east of me here. And good to hear him on. Glad he's doing well. And all is quiet down here. Like he said, we got about, 5 or 6 inches of snow. And we've been dealing with it. So that's the story down here. We're doing well. Hope everybody's fine on your end. 7-3 all around the group. And we'll see you next time. N1 MLS. Back to net.
Yeah, okay, John, very good. Thanks for checking in tonight. You made my check-in list down to 34. So I'll have a final call up here and see if I can get any more. Very good evening to you. Have a good weekend coming, and hopefully you check in again. This is WA1US with the Maine Seagull net. Look for the final check-ins.
And a quick word.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, I just want to say thanks. You really get the gift, and it shows in the numbers. Welcoming in new guys. And one of the things you said to one of the new guys about the net, encouraging them to be here more in the future, was the turn along the tenure of this net. And you said 50s, and I think you checked with Jerry about this, but I think it was 1939, which means if you were ground floor, there aren't any ground floor people, I don't think, because you'd have to be near 100. But great job, and congratulations on being able to sort it out here and keep the band open too. So, over.
Yeah, okay, very good. I think this is Russ, isn't it?
Oh, this is Pete. This is Pete down in Freeport.
Oh, okay, Pete. Sorry about that. Your signal's about the same strength as Russ's is. Yeah, very good, Pete. Yeah, well, I've done it quite a while. I got my license when I was on the island of Okinawa, and I spent a year in the Air Force Mars Station out of Hill Air Force Base. And we were the Region 5 net control station, so we had Montana, I can't remember, Wyoming, Utah, Nevada, Washington, and Oregon states. And so we were the net control for all of that. So I guess that's where I got my experience. Plus, back in the 80s, 90s, somewhere in there, I was net control on this net also. So got a little bit of experience, but I've learned over the years how to do it. I have a check sheet made out here, and it's all individually lined, numbered. But my check sheet runs out at 33, so I had to add an extra one tonight. Very good, Pete. Thanks for the compliments, and you're welcome. So have a good evening, and we'll catch you later.
Thanks, Dennis.
Yeah, any final check-ins for the Seagull net? Nothing hurt. Thank you, everyone, for checking in today. Let's see, we had 35 stations, counting myself, one piece of traffic, and we had 72 minutes of airtime, so that was very good. Very good evening to everyone, and good weekend. Hopefully we'll see some of you on the Maine Public Service net Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Good evening. WA1US, the net is closed. The frequency is returned to normal amateur use. Good evening. WA1US, clear.
Very good job, Dennis. WA1JFX.
Thanks, Russ.
How do you feel about being
He being mistaken for you, Ross.
Yeah, and the fact that you're barefoot, over.
No, I'm not. No, I wish I should. I should have said yes, I'm barefoot, but no, I'm not.
Okay. Well, you should have kept your mouth quiet.
Yeah, I'm not that kind of schemer. You know, I'm basically honest, I think.
Yeah, Roger.
Yeah.
Blair, KV1 UET, you still on board? Hey, can't get that little hairy joke in no how, Pete.
Ain't that a shame? I hope I didn't, blab so long he had to give it up.
And what IEJ?
This Lincoln County contingent is just taking over, Alan.
Yeah, I just have to say, you guys, I'd have to have a magnifying glass on my meter to differentiate, tell who has the higher signal strength at 20 over. You're both the same.
We share